Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you do go on to enjoy today's video and want more content like this, then feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. By the way, if you would like your own clips featured in one of our videos, then feel free to submit them to the form in the description down below. The look on Shapiro's face is too funny.
This pathway that I'm on is public space, but this park, if you can call that a park, isn't. It is for the use of the residents only. But as you can see, there are no residents in the park. And yet, I can guarantee that this park fulfills perfectly its role. It adds value to the surrounding properties, not by providing a pleasant space for the residents, but by asserting the exclusiveness of this complex. The only function of this area is to be a marker of social segregation.
What in the damn?
Okay.
His face says it all.
I wear a mask to school. I wear a mask to school. Hi ho the Dario. I wear a mask to school. It helps to keep me safe. It helps to keep me safe. Hi ho the Dario. It helps to keep me.
He finds this all absolutely ridiculous.
It's true. She was visited by an alien, and the alien told her how insulted the alien was at her incorrect use of labels. Because when they get off their spaceship, if they find out that we use the word, they speak English, number one, and number two, they're very woke. So if they get off their spaceships and they say, how dare you use the word aliens to refer to us, as though we're not domestic, as though we're from somewhere else.
This is a pretty funny example.
It's one of the many ways in which the space can be violent in this country.
Oh my God, it's violent space. And it reinforces and affirms social segregation. That is not segregation. Segregation is where you are barred from a particular place because of an immutable characteristic. This is like saying that if I leave my door locked on my car, I have now created a violent space because of the social segregation that distinguishes the owners and users of the car from people who are outside the car, who are barred from the.
It's too easy for him sometimes.
I just think capitalism is stupid and it doesn't work. I mean, obviously, look at our country, it doesn't work.
Okay, can we pause it there for 1 second? My favorite is when people who are wearing things that they bought at a store that are much nicer than anything they could get in a communist country are like, capitalism obviously doesn't work. She said while wearing a sweatshirt that she got at a store and sunglasses she got at a store and carrying a purse that she got at a store.
Shapiro's reaction after watching a woke TikTok.
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen if you start believing that you're the hottest alive?
Here's what I don't like about that statement. Why do you want to say hottest instead of just hot? It's a superlative that implies competition. Is it because you're still basing your self-worth on how you compete with other hot bitches, aka women? Just stop using superlatives!
This is the stupidest thing that I've seen in at least the past 12 seconds. Yes, it turns out that life is filled with competition. It is well known by virtually every social science study that there is competition for mates. It is true in evolutionary biology. And so that competition does exist, and you can either pretend it doesn't exist, or you can recognize that it does exist.
Ben could not believe what he was hearing.
And you've got the most starving, suffering people on the in the richest country in the world.
Now wait a second. You come from Zimbabwe. More people are starving in Zimbabwe than here.
They sold me a lemon.
Wait, if you come from Zimbabwe to the United States and then you think that you were sold a lemon, you're not on this planet.
He pointed out something ironic about these SJWs.
Should people with less money be paying more than billionaires when they literally don't have that money to pay in the first place?
I mean, truly, this makes me sad for democracy. What do you think that people who are richer than you should pay? Everything! 120% of their wealth. Why should they have more money than I am? I mean, here I am in the middle of the day in a park. I assume this is a work day. Maybe they have more money than you because they're not walking around in a park in the middle of the day. Maybe.
I think we all had the same reaction as him.
I don't really know how much I'm allowed to talk about this to students, but does looking at my shoelaces help?
What?
And these kids just flipped out. They were so excited.
All right. So either the story didn't happen, which is possible.
Shapiro found this absolutely hilarious.
Their income, do you think people at the 50% and below pay?
Probably higher than 27%. It gets higher the lower your income comes.
Wait, so what do you think the number is?
I think it's probably over 50.
It's 4%.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I love that interesting is the code word for I'm an idiot. That is interesting.
Ben is being so serious, guys.
You're all laughing right now, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, Demi Lovato seems like kind of crazy. That's what you're thinking to yourself. But when Demi Lovato is made the ruler of Earth by the alien overlords, and they are issuing commands on behalf of the non-aliens, the ETs, your laughter will come to a screeching halt. There will be no more laughter. Only tears for those of you who are intolerant enough to call extraterrestrials aliens.
Ben is not impressed.
And the parenting tactics of the kids. You run up to people and you ask them about their sexuality and sexual orientation. And then as a teacher, you're subtly signaling to your students your gender and sexual identity via shoelaces. This is all so important. It's so huge. Our society, what a mature, well-developed society we are. What an enriching society. Like, lives are becoming.
Shapiro, making sense as usual.
I noticed that you have some sunglasses, nice Nike sweatshirt right there. Like, the notion that other places around the world are better than the United States is rooted in either insanity or complete ignorance. We have the most starving people on the planet? No, we absolutely 100% do not. We do not have nearly the number of starving people that pretty much every other country on the planet has, which is why people were clamoring to get.
You can tell he has low-key been scared by the TikTok videos.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here doing more TikTok videos. You keep forcing us to do this because you keep watching the other TikTok videos. And then my producers are like, you know what? People really seem to like you.
Simple as that.
My fur girl just came up to me and asked if she could play with my Dumbo Trump flag. And I said, my Dumbo Trump flag? I don't have one of those. And yes, she calls him Dumbo. I just never corrected her. And she goes, yeah, you do. This one. And I feel like it's kind of profound. Did he ruin the flag for anybody else? Just me?
Maybe you should have exposed her to the American flag before Donald Trump did. That would have been your solution right there. Maybe the reason that she associates the flag with Trump is because you never taught her what an American flag was.
Ben finds this incredible.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Watermelon sugar pride. Watermelon sugar pride. One non-binary, gender fluid, trans men and women too.
Trans men and women too. Wow. First of all, just the musical talent on display is.
He was truly lost for words.
They pretty quickly get it once you explain things to them. If you took all that energy you spend calling people biphobic and saying they're performing bi-erasure and just educated them, there would be less biphobia. I've f***ing had it with you guys.
What was that? Was that in human English? I don't know what any of that means.
He has some great one-liners.
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen if you start believing that you're the hottest alive?
Here's what I don't like about that statement. Why do you want to say hottest instead of just hot? It's a superlative that implies competition. Is it because you're still basing your self-worth on how you compete with other hot bitches, aka women? Just stop using superlatives!
This is the stupidest thing that I've seen.
The whole identity thing is getting more complicated by the day.
Describe people by all of their biological features. All of them. So I think it should just get longer and longer. So it could be a person with a penis, but no testes, and also a uterus, but a prostate. Like that, I feel like that would be better than just saying intersex people. Isn't what they identify as the only thing that matters? And why are we even trying to use objective metrics like whether they are a person who has a uterus in order to measure who they truly are inside? This lady's too intolerant.
Shapiro finds AOC's Met Gala dress very ironic.
And she was wearing a special white dress with a slogan on the back of it reading, "Tax the rich." Tax the rich. At the Met Gala, surrounded by all of the rich people, including AOC, who makes $174,000 a year, not being a barmaid, but being a person who is in Congress mouthing off on Instagram.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time.